Tonight, the Conservative Review will host the South Carolina Conservative Convention.
That event begins at 7 tonight in Greenville, South Carolina.
And that's where we find WJBF News Channel 6's Brad Means. He is anchoring our political coverage today from the Palmetto State. And Brad, a lot of activity already in Greenville.
Oh, a ton of activity for sure. Good afternoon, Mary and Chris, and good afternoon to you, everybody. The bright sun shining on us right now in the upstate, the white hot spotlight to follow tonight as candidates come to this arena behind me. And you know, it is not unlike the activity, politically speaking, that we've been seeing in the CSRA all week long. You'll remember that the work week kicked off with an appearance by Ted Cruz on Monday. Cruz coming to Aiken County to get his supporters fired up about the big primary Saturday and giving his stance on immigration.
I think the people of South Carolina are looking at the records of the candidates. And on the question of amnesty, one of the reasons conservatives are uniting behind me is I'm the only candidate on that stage who has consistently opposed amnesty.
Well, not too long after Cruz left the CSRA, one of his opponents, Donald Trump, came to town. A huge rally on Tuesday in North Augusta where Trump promised supporters a day they'd never forget.
You're going to remember this day, and you're going to say to yourselves, I remember that day 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago. It's going to get older and older. And you're going to say, this was one of the great days of my life because this was the beginning of making America great again.
And ever since those events on Monday and Tuesday, it's just been a series of big developments throughout South Carolina as the candidates have crisscrossed the state. The biggest headline coming yesterday where the governor of the Palmetto State, Nikki Haley, endorsed Marco Rubio. She says the Florida senator is the right man to be our next president. She says it's time for change in America, and Rubio will bring just that.
We say that every day is a great day in South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, if we elect Marco Rubio, every day will be a great day in America.
Well, you know, there's no love lost between Donald Trump and Nikki Haley. When asked about her endorsement of Rubio, Trump kind of brushed it off and reminded everybody who was listening that he thinks she's soft on immigration. Somebody who was a little bit more forthcoming in their reaction to the Haley-Rubio deal was Jeb Bush. Bush obviously hoping for an endorsement from the governor and not afraid to voice his disappointment after.
I'm disappointed. I think, you know, she's a very good governor. And she'll win the nomination. There'll be a role for her in the campaign. Trust me, she's a great person. She's a great person. I'm disappointed she didn't endorse me.
But, you know, Governor Bush did not end the day endorsement-less, if you will. He did get some support from South Carolina's senior Senator Lindsey Graham. Graham saying he'll support Bush's run for the White House. Now, we mentioned the conservative convention presented by the Conservative Review here at the Bon Secours Wellness Center in Greenville. I want to bring in Deneen Borelli. She's with the Conservative Review. She's a noted political observer, author, Fox News contributor. Deneen, thank you for hosting tonight. You couldn't ask for a bigger build-up.
No, it's amazing. I'm very excited about tonight's event. And really, this is a showcase for the voters, for the citizens here in South Carolina. Really, we have some really great lineup of speakers. We have confirmed Dr. Ben Carson. We have Senators Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. We also have the editor-in-chief of Conservative Review, Mark Levin, the great radio host. Michelle Malkin is the senior editor with Conservative Review, and she's going to be the host of the event.
Talk about the boost that this event might provide to these candidates who are coming. We see the Secret Service sweeping the building now. We know that you'll get national media attention. It's got to help.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be huge. Listen, we have over 5,000 people that are supposed to be here. It was also live streamed. Folks can visit AOL.com to watch the event live. And it's very exciting. And voters want information, and that's what we're doing. We're bringing them information.
Well, it's going to be a huge night for sure. And again, thank you for letting us come up here.
Thank you.
Deneen Borelli, we'll hear more from her coming up on News Channel 6 at 5 and 6 o'clock. Also, a reminder, your chance to go to the polls, Republicans, is Saturday. They're going to be open from 7 until 7 throughout South Carolina. And Democrats, your chance is coming up as well the following Saturday, February 27th, same poll hours, 7 to 7, as the race for the president comes into South Carolina in a huge way. Our live coverage from Greenville continues, as I mentioned, later in this news day. For now, wishing that the beautiful weather here is happening down in Augusta. Brad Means, WJBF News Channel 6.